Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, not so much boys and girls. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome back to the Lundy Show. I'm Lundy. I'm your host. I'm the man with the thoughts. Actually, I get some of my thoughts fed to me from people that want their voices heard that don't really want to get their faces seen. So, Minnesota. Known for some great things. The Minnesota Twins, the Minnesota Vikings. Oh, they're not so great. The Minnesota Wild. They're awesome. The University of Minnesota. They're also known for being one of the biggest liberal states in the entire country. That's why I left there. One of the many reasons why I left there. Contrary to popular belief, I left. I was not asked to leave. I didn't commit any crimes. I just packed up my stuff one day and I moved to Cody, Wyoming. Where to start on this topic? Or on this here deal. First off, Governor Mark Dayton, you're a dumbass. Absolute dumbass. The things that I have read that you have said in the last couple of months are stupid. Asinine. So dumb that I'm going to throw this hat off my head because I don't want people to see that I'm supporting the TC. How are you going to pardon people for breaking the law because of the color of their damn skin and then talk about equality? That is so backwards and doesn't make any sense. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about when Jamal Clark got shot by two police officers after he beat the shit out of his girlfriend, beat the shit out of two EMTs trying to treat his girlfriend, and then attacked two cops and went for one of their guns, and the cop did what he was trained to do and shot the stupid son of a bitch. You ask me, that's one less mangy piece of trash walking around on the planet. And this stirred all these Black Lives Matters protests at the 4th Precinct, and then they went to the mother and said they were going to go to the Mall of America. Well, and the police stacked up there, the Mall of America told them, no, you ain't coming in here and bothering our shit again. They went to the airport and tried to shut the airport down. A bunch of them got arrested and taken to jail. Then Mark Dayton releases a press release or gets on TV or however he does it and says, oh, we're not charging these guys. No. God forbid you do what's right for once in your life, you piece of trash. You ass backwards governor. And then people wonder why ISIS recruits so heavily out of Minnesota. Because they're liberal. They'll take anybody. Syrians, illegal Mexicans. Shit, I'd rather have illegal Mexicans than terrorists. Telling you what. There is a market in uptown Minneapolis. A Haji market that is gated off. I guarantee there's some ass backwards crooked shit in there, but nobody will go in there because it's racist. I guarantee it. Now on to this subject. I'll get back to Governor Dayton here in a minute. Attorney Mark Freeman, prosecuting attorney for Hennepin County. A buddy of mine sent me this stuff the other day and asked me what I thought. And at first, he's decided he's not going to do grand jury trials anymore for officer-involved shootings. And at first, when I first read it and listened a little bit, for the first 5 minutes, I'm thinking, this dude's just trying to save his city. Because if a grand jury finds these guys innocent, Minneapolis is going to burn to the ground. Or clears them. You know what I mean? Even though they've already been cleared by investigators, I'm pretty sure they're back to work. But, nonetheless, at first I'm thinking, this guy ain't too bad. He's making a decision. And then he says all police shootings are going to go through him and only him. No grand jury trials anymore in Hennepin County for police officer-involved shootings. So that got me thinking even more. Well, what in the hell is this guy trying to accomplish by doing that? I mean, is he really just trying to make sure that right and wrong prevail here? And then I Google search him. He's a DFLer. Minnesota, that's the Democratic Party. He's a liberal. Probably a bleeding heart at that. And then I got to thinking more, well, why do you want to take away jury trials for officer-involved shootings? This one incident I could understand. That would almost have made sense. I'm going to put this on me. I talked to my aunt who is a criminal justice, who has a master's degree in criminal justice and homeland security. And in this one particular case, it would be good because he can charge them quietly. They can take a plea agreement where they still keep their jobs. They get suspended for a little bit. They get put back on probation for a little bit. Maybe have to do some community service type stuff. And he can draw it out so long that people forget about what happened. But that's not what he's going to do. I guarantee it. I guarantee in the next month, he's going to bring about charges on these police officers for doing their job. I would hate to be a police officer in the state of Minnesota working in Hennepin County right now. You guys have it bad. I mean, cops in general these days have it bad. But my God, you're not going to get a fair shake. I guarantee it. I will eat crow if I'm wrong on this, but I guarantee I'm not. This guy ain't looking to save his city. This guy's looking to hang these two cops. And it would be just status quo. Two black guys, a black man discharges a firearm in a group of people. Gets 12 months probation and I think like 90 days in the workhouse. That's it. But them white cats that shot up Black Lives Matter, one of their protests, shot a couple of them, are probably going to be looking at life in prison, which is legit. You shoot at people, you get life in prison. 25 to life. That's no probation, no parole, no nothing. See ya. But no, they're probably going to burn, and I guarantee they're sitting in jail with $1.5 million bail apiece. Ain't nobody can afford that unless they're rich. So it's all just status quo to how things are going, not only in the country, but in your great state of Minnesota. You people are allowing these things to happen. Mark Freeman knows ain't nobody going to say a goddamn thing about it. He's going to hang these two cops and any other cop that happens to shoot a black man in Hennepin County. Why? Because Black Lives Matter. Not to me, they don't. They don't matter anymore in my life or a cop's life or my mom's life. But you guys live in Minnesota, that's your problem. That's none of my business. But seriously. And then Governor Mark Dayton says he wants to give $100 million in racial inequality supplemental income. Get the what? $100 million because you're black? Or just to, whatever the numbers come out on that to supplement? Where's that money coming from? Oh, yeah, the taxpayers. But that's none of my business because I don't live there. But my friends live there. My family lives there. They're already paying for a goddamn Viking stadium. The biggest welfare case in Minnesota. They ain't won shit in years. Oh, wait, they won the division this year because I think the Packers let them. But I'm just kidding about that. But really, Mark Freeman, what are you trying to accomplish, bro? A system that has worked for decades and decades and decades. You are taking away and you are trying to play God. In an officer-involved shooting case, you are the judge, you are the jury, and you are the executioner. Right? Guess what, pal? Only God can judge us. And those men will answer for the bullets they fired on Judgment Day. You will answer for your sins as well. The whole fact of the matter is that it's bullshit, and it's going to turn into a big-ass turd hunt, and two men that were doing their jobs are probably going to end up frying over it. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I don't like Minnesota as much anymore because of the political atmosphere there. I'm not happy with this no grand jury trial on police shooting. And from what I've read, too, it seems like a lot of counties are not okay with that either. They kind of think it's stupid. Where does it stop? Where does the stupidity stop and common sense starts to take over? You cannot convince me that these people are that stupid, that they believe the bullshit that spews out of their mouth, that they're trying to get the brainwashed millions to believe. They're all college educated. You have to be smart to be a lawyer. You have to be smart to get into these positions. Y'all mark my words. I'm telling you, those 2 cops in Minneapolis are going to fry. And then Black Lives Matter terrorist group wins. What are you guys going to do when cops in Minnesota get the blue flu? Those of you guys that are in law enforcement, have been around law enforcement, know people in law enforcement, you know damn well what the blue flu is. What are you going to do then? Call a crackhead. They'll just show up and rob you and beat your ass. Call Jamal Clark if he was still alive. For people like him, they'll just come beat your ass, take your money. It ain't right. You guys are going down an unconstitutional slippery slope, and I feel sorry for you. Anyways, I'm Lundy. Enjoy. I approve this message.